Since entering the sport in 1966 under the guidance and restless endeavor of eponymous founder Bruce McLaren, McLaren's success has been nothing short of breathtaking. 5 glittering decades have yielded countless victories, pole positions, and podiums, not to mention 8 constructors' championships. What's more, some of the sport's greatest drivers made their names with the team, including Emerson Fittipaldi, Ayrton Senna, Mika Hakkinen, and Lewis Hamilton. McLaren unveiled a special livery for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. MCL60 will be finished in chrome to pay homage to McLaren's previous championship-winning vehicle from 2008 and livery from 2006 to 2014. Sky Sports F1 will be broadcasting every session of the British GP live this weekend. At this weekend's British GP, McLaren's cars will compete in a distinctive silver livery. The livery pays homage to the enduring McLaren colors, which were in use from 2006 to 2014, and with which Lewis Hamilton won his first world title in 2008. The side pods, nose, top of the roll hoop, and rear wing still sport McLaren's typical papaya hue for 2023. Both MCL60 cars at Silverstone will display the livery, and drivers Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri will be donning specialized racing suits. Like their previous tribute to Golf in Monaco in 2021, and more recently, their 60th anniversary of racing and being the only team to win the Indy 500, 24 Hours of Le Mans, and Monaco Grand Prix. This is a continuation of McLaren celebrating classic liveries with a one-off design. The drivers will now wear brand new racing suits in addition to their brand new chrome livery. They look sophisticated and have Google colors running down the legs. White has a reputation for being a little hard to keep clean, so we have a couple of them for the weekend. For his home Grand Prix, Norris will also wear a unique helmet and custom racing boots. Norris described the livery as having a modern twist to it to Sky Sports News. The MP421 was the vehicle that debuted the original silver chrome livery back in 2006. However, the team last flew in a silver and red livery in 2013, after which it switched to a black and silver livery before returning to the famous papaya. Lando Norris, though, has been requesting this chrome silver design ever since he joined the squad. It was painted over with the original silver chrome livery. The bodywork and chassis go to the paint shop first before the Formula 1 vehicles are painted. To cover any seams and even out any flaws, the carbon fiber is sanded down. Filler has been used to fill up small gaps or holes, and the surface has been sanded smooth in preparation for painting. Depending on the bodywork, 2 or 3 coats of primer are sprayed after the first one. You need the additional coatings because bare carbon fiber and filler can absorb a lot of the white color. The filler is sanded down to provide a good, smooth finish between layers. This provides a foundational layer on top of which to paint the silver chrome paint, or in this example, the real color. That painting procedure was done using an outdated technique. But since then, technology has advanced, and vinyl is now used for everything since it is lighter and simpler to apply. Although 6 months may seem like a lengthy period, that is how long they work inside. In the beginning, they check the type of thoughts on paper with Google to see whether it would work for them. But they also need to make sure that the automobile functions well in addition to looking excellent. Since the livery must be applied trackside, they work behind the scenes with their race team's aerodynamics, service, and brand. The paint and clear coatings have a purpose other than aesthetics. Additionally, they have evolved over time to be more durable and resistant. For instance, to stone striking the bodywork. Tests are done using stone chips against the paintwork to lessen any damage to the carbon fiber. When this livery was painted in the past, layers of chrome paint were used. But this is now vinyl. Back then, it would have taken much longer to apply the paint. In every race, there will be 12 chrome engine covers on each car. After that, there are all the front wing components and side pods. You're probably looking at hundreds of parts across automobiles, but I haven't really done a detailed tally. They switched to vinyl for two key reasons. One is that it takes significantly less time to apply, and you don't need all the coats of paint. That element helps to reduce weight. Additionally, vinyl provides you with an edge over paint that you simply wouldn't have when upgrading automobiles or changing their liveries from a scheduling and resource perspective. Norris said, "I started supporting McLaren after purchasing a chrome vehicle. I initially got interested in watching Formula 1 when I was 7 years old, in 2007. When you're young, all you want to do is support things that appear great. And to me, McLaren looked the coolest. It holds a very important place in my heart because it gave me the motivation I needed to become the racing and Formula 1 driver I am today. It is always really nice to relive it and experience some of McLaren's historic side." According to McLaren CEO Zak Brown, it's no secret that racing fans adore McLaren's traditional chrome livery. To honor our team's legacy at the British Grand Prix, Google Chrome wanted to bring some of this legendary livery, and we are thrilled to be able to do so. Nick Drake, VP of Global Marketing at Google, said, "It's been a privilege for the Google Chrome team to work with McLaren on bringing back elements of an iconic livery to inspire this takeover. We were delighted with the fans' reaction to the branded wheel covers that introduced our partnership. And now Google Chrome is putting chrome back on the McLaren for its home race. We're looking forward to Silverstone and hope all McLaren fans enjoy what promises to be a really exciting weekend of racing. Many of our supporters will undoubtedly have wonderful memories brought back by this livery, and I can't wait to see it in action in our home race." This year, the Spanish and Monaco Grand Prix featured a Triple Crown livery from McLaren as another way to honor their legacy. The Woking-based team is in Silverstone following a significantly improved weekend at the Austrian Grand Prix, where Norris finished 4th on Sunday and qualified in the top 4 for both the Sprint and Grand Prix. At the Red Bull Ring, McLaren unveiled a sizable improvement package for Norris's vehicle, and it's anticipated that they'll bring further modifications to Silverstone, where Piastri will also get to use the enhancements. Norris responded to Brown's joke that he had been bugging him to go back to a chrome livery, saying, "It was probably one of the first things that I mentioned to him. From what I can recall, I'm very certain that was when he initially showed me the livery that we would be using in 2019. Sup dude, he greeted me. What aspects of the automobile would you change? And I added, the entire thing. As much as I would love a white and brilliant orange vehicle, that livery was amazing. No other car today is like the Vodafone McLaren Mercedes that we had back then, and it's what I grew up seeing. For me, strolling down the avenue. That's what captured my heart. In many respects, I'd say it motivated me to pursue a career as a Formula 1 driver. I was more interested in MotoGP and motorcycles before then. I didn't really know much about racing, but when I started watching some Formula 1, I fell in love with the rivalry between Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso, despite the fact that they were teammates. I've been nagging Zach to turn back a bit in this way every year, even if it's just for one race. It's fun to revisit the circumstances that led to my entry into Formula 1. In 2021, McLaren recorded their first win since 2012, with Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris taking the year's only 1-2 result by any team at Monza. Nevertheless, he dropped to 4th overall after coming off worse in the season-long duel for P3 with Ferrari. In 2022, McLaren dropped to P5 in the standings behind Alpine, with Lando Norris scoring their sole podium at Imola and 122 of their 159 points. Daniel Ricciardo fails to get to grips with the Mercedes-powered MCL36 and departs the team at the end of the season. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the revival of McLaren's iconic chrome livery. Don't forget to tune in next time when we unveil even more behind-the-scenes secrets from the world of Formula One. You won't believe what's coming up next. Until then, keep your engines revved.